Good morning, students. I J Kumar once again before you with today's topic, and topic is modern periodic table. Students, so far we studied up to the Mendeleev periodic table, and I told you in my last video due to some demerits of Mendeleev periodic table, a new periodic table was made, and that periodic table was named as modern periodic table. Students, modern periodic table is based on atomic number, which is the most fundamental property of an element. Students, so far periodic table was made on the basis of atomic mass, but students mostly came forward and mostly told that atomic number is the most fundamental property of an element, not atomic mass. And considering atomic number the most fundamental property of an element, a new periodic table was made named modern periodic table, and modern periodic table sorted out almost all the demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. So you have to keep in your mind, modern periodic table is based on atomic number. It means in modern periodic table, elements have been arranged on basis of their increasing atomic number. Students, before making modern periodic table, Moseley proposed a law which is known as modern periodic law, and this is very important law. In examination, oftenly this is asked, what is modern periodic law? So students, the physical and chemical property, the physical and chemical property of an element is the periodic function of its atomic number. And explain, this is the modern periodic law. The physical and chemical property of an element is periodic function of its atomic number. It means when elements are arranged on basis of their increasing atomic numbers, then at regular intervals elements of similar property repeat. So this is the modern periodic law, and by giving this law, modern periodic table was then prepared, then made, which sorted out almost all the drawbacks of Mendeleev periodic table. Students, modern periodic table is also known as long form periodic table. Why long form periodic table? Because in this periodic table the number of groups were increased and it became 18. Also, number of periods increases and number of periods became 7. So modern periodic table contains all 18 groups and 7 periods, and that's why it is also regarded as the long form of periodic table. Okay, so keep in mind, in modern periodic table there are 18 groups and 7 periods. Okay. Now students, 18 groups and 7 period it contains. So description of groups and periods in modern periodic table. Description. First description, students, group elements elements of group 1 to 13 to 17 are known as normal elements. Normal elements. Elements of group 3 to 12 are known as transition elements. Transition elements. Why transition elements? Students, transition elements because they show variable oxidation states. Also, they form colored compounds which are not possible in case of normal elements. So, due to showing variable oxidation states and forming colored compounds, they are known as special elements, and their name was given transition elements. Transition elements. So transition elements lie in group 3 to 12 in modern periodic table. Okay? Students, elements of group 18 are known as noble gases. So helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, they are noble gases and they are in group 18 of the modern periodic table. It means at extreme right of modern periodic table, noble gases are present. Okay? So this is the description of groups. Now you see the description of periods. Students, first PD contains only two elements. Only two elements. Second and third both contain 8 elements respectively, or 8 elements each. Students, fourth and fifth contain 18 elements each. 18 elements each. Sixth PD contains 32 elements and is the longest PD of the periodic table. Okay? And students, seventh PD is still incomplete. Means it has not been completely filled up so far. So students, these are the description of groups and PD of the periodic table. Now students, you must know why 2 elements in first PD, why 8 elements in second and third PD, why 18 elements in fourth and fifth PD, and why 32 elements in the sixth PD. You must know it. Students, actually the filling of elements in each PD has been taken from the concept of electronic configuration of elements. As you know, according to Bohr and Bury scheme, electrons are filled up in various cells known as K, L, M, N and etc. So students, first PD starts filling with the first cell, and as you know, in first cell there cannot be more than 2 electrons. That's why in first PD only 2 elements were placed. In second cell, which is L, contains maximum 8 electrons. So in second PD also 8 elements have been placed. In third cell, maximum 18 electrons can be accommodated, but my dear students, if third cell is the outermost cell, then it cannot contain more than 8 electrons, and that's why in third PD also 8 elements have been placed. In fourth PD, fourth cell starts filling, and fourth cell maximum contains 32 elements, but students, fourth cell will contain 32 electrons only if fifth and sixth cells are also available there. If sixth cell are not available, only fifth cell are available after fourth, then the fourth will contain maximum 18 electrons, and that's why in the fourth PD also 18 elements have been placed. And in this way, students, elements in each PD of the periodic table have been placed. So this is all for today. You go through it, learn it, and also take the help of your textbook. Thank you very much.